Hi, hello, namaste. Welcome to SCube TV and live show today with a special guest on the occasion of Guru Purnima. I am Bhavna here. So before getting into the show, let's know a little bit about Guru Purnima. Guru Purnima festival is dedicated to the Gurus and is celebrated with great pomp in our country. On this day, the disciples worship their Gurus and honor them. Guru Purnima is also known as Vyas Purnima because it is the birth anniversary of Maharishi Vedavyasji, the author of Mahabharata. Guru is very important in the life of any human being. The Guru removes the darkness of ignorance prevailing in the life of the disciple and spreads the light of knowledge. Guru Brahma, Guru Vishnu, Guru Devo Maheshwara. Guru Sakshat Parabrahma Tasmai Sri Gurave Namaha. It is written in religious texts that the way a person performs devotion to God is the same way a student should do service and devotion to the Guru to be successful in life. It is the Guru who gives true knowledge of the difference between right and wrong to the man. Today we have such a beautiful Guru and founder of Taranya Dance Academy, Srimati Pragya Das Gupta ji, a gold medalist in 1992 from Bihar, and Sangeet Praveen, a master degree in Kathak from Prayag Sangeet Samiti, Allahabad. She started learning at the age of 3 under Guru Dr. Nagendra Mohini ji, Nritya Vilas Srimati Sujendra ji, Nritya Shiromani Guru Bandana Sen ji. She is the founder and cultural director of Tarana Dance Academy, USA, and teaching from the past 18 years. She has performed in many prestigious programs in Kolkata, Delhi, and USA, like World Dance Festival, NAFTA USA, and choreographed and judged many such great competitions over the years. Let us welcome her to the show and know more about her journey. Welcome to the show, ma'am.
Namaskar.
Namaste. How are you doing today?
I'm good. And first of all, before starting, I want to show my gratitude toward the SCube TV and to the whole team for calling me in this auspicious occasion. As you just explained, that Guru Purnima has a very big place in our heart because the Guru is the one which we worship. Guru is the one for whom we are here today. So being called to interview in the Guru Purnima is a very big thing for me. And thank you very much. I'm very humbled to be here today.
We are honored, ma'am. Yes. So, ma'am, are you from a dance family? If not, how did this journey start?
Actually, I'm not from a dance family. In my family, I am the very first one who started this journey, and none of my parents or anyone in the family had any experience in the dance before or in the art form, and especially pursuing this art form, making it profession. No, I did not have anybody in there. So it all started at 3 years of age when I was very little, of course, and then my parents thought to put me in the dance class. It was a regular dance class, and they put me without knowing that whether I will take it ahead or I will stop or I will like it, don't like it. So they just put me to some activity beside the academic field. They wanted me to explore something else. So, but that was a blessing for me when they just took me the one step to inside the academy, dance academy. From the very beginning, I became very fond of dancing. And then I started liking my dance teachers, my dance lessons and all. And after that, it is a history. I would say that my parents hold my hand and then we together walk to this path. So they did not have any prior experience like how this art form will look like, how it will shape into in the future, or how I will do in this. Nothing. Neither I did have any experience. Of course, as a child, I didn't know anything. But all I had is their strong hand holding me and my gurus who supported me to learn through the whole thing. And just a path which I loved, and I just followed my passion, and here today I am.
We are so glad you followed your passion and we have you here. So, as you mentioned, tell us something about your gurus on this special occasion and how it shaped your profession and life.
The very first thing I would say about my guru, one of my guru, who really changed my life thoroughly. Um, his name is Sri Shukdev Mukherjee. So he first, when he came to my life, he was a very big guru, and then he has many students. I would say that I was not even near to them when I started learning from him. He was a very great teacher. He was a great choreographer, and I used to love his choreography. Whenever I saw him on the stage, I was in awe, like how this man is doing such a beautiful choreography, how his thinking process, how his poses are. So at then, of course, I started learning from him. But in between, a very unfortunate event happened, and then he got paralyzed. So after paralyzing, I saw that it was in my surprise. I saw that whoever was his exponent students who were there for years with him, they decided to leave him. They decided not to carry on the tradition with him, but to go to different gurus, which really hurt me. And maybe my guru saw something in me at that time, my pain, that and sympathy towards him. Not, I would not say sympathy, like my agony to not to support my guru as I want to be. So he took me as a challenge. He said that, you know what, I'm going to make another daughter of mine who will be even better than whom I made earlier. So that's how he started teaching me the every detail of the dance, and every from the very scratch to how you just go with the lighting, with this, with the choreography, with the poses, because he was not particularly a Kathak dance teacher. So, but I got a overall dance experience with him. I learned the overall classical dance experience with him, and I carried on with him. I used to follow him everywhere. So we had a very good bond, and he became my best friend. And I really saw him, like how he fought his inability at that time by sitting down at one place. He used to teach me, like, do like this with his upper body strength, and I used to be like amazed to see like how this man is teaching me, and then how courageous he is. So that is the first break when I got that I started loving my dance. That dance is something which gives you the strength to get up, which gives you the motor to go ahead by seeing him. And then I started being, with him at all the time, and then learning every possible thing from wherever, whatever he taught me. And the second very, special guru came in my life is my current guru, Guru Vandana Sen. So I would say Nritya Shiromani Guru Vandana Sen and her daughter, she is my guru as well, Nritya Vilas Srimati Suchandra Banerjee. When I went to Guru Vandana Sen, I saw her. She is a very petite woman, very beautiful woman. And but I saw when she stands, what is the strength she has inside her. So it doesn't matter whether she is alone or she is surrounded with many students or whatever it is. She is at her best at all the time. So that kind of I started thinking like, can a woman continue dancing like this for this many years? And she is, as you must know, that she has received many awards, and then she is like a Kathak maestro. So, but she is very humble person. So that touched my heart. That such a woman at her age, at her ability, and at her status, if somebody is that creative and then still be so humble and look upon me and teaching me, that means this dance must have something inside it which will carry, which I can also carry on. So I am still with her, and her choreography and her thinking process about any other the dance and all that impacted me a lot in later in my life, because she all the time thinks very differently. For a small project also, she will find out some story in it, something, and then she will connect that with our regular life, which directly goes to the audience, which directly touches the heart of the audience, whether they are a dance exponent or a layman. They actually can understand what the story is coming from. So I would say that she made a very hard dance, a very beautiful form where everybody can understand. Even the dance exponents can learn it from it. So that I learned from her, and I'm still learning from her that how she did it. So these are the two people I would say in my life which has a big impact on my dance career, and they shaped my life.
And still you are learning. So that is what a guru is, a lifelong learner.
Yes, it is. Life
So
in our life, right? So wherever you want and you want to pursue that field, you need these three strong things in your knowledge. That you will be really passionate about it. You need to have a deep knowledge and understanding, and you have to be very strong-headed to pursue your passion throughout your life, which I saw in both the one is a man, one is a woman, but I have seen it in both of them equally. So that is when I decided that, if dance is giving somebody this much of the strength, so that art form is has something underneath it which maybe I'm not touching right now, but I will touch someday, and that will give me also the peace, the strength, which the glow which I see in their eyes. So I got very passionate about that after looking at their passion, I would say. And then I started learning more the depth into it. And towards the end, when I did my master's, I knew that no, this is the path for me, because I started, learning more and liking it more.
that is really nice. So, what is dance for you? Should everyone dance?
Dance for me, dance is a meditation. Dance is dance is my peace. Dance is my strength. Dance is my positivity. So for me, dance is everything. But as your next question, when you're asking, like, should everybody dance? I would say that don't we all the time dance? I mean, for me, I think that everybody has a capability of dancing. They really do not need to label it that I'm a dancer. If you think of like from a very childhood, a baby, when they take the steps, the wiggly steps, and then when they hear something and they nod their head, that's the rhythm in their body. So when we jump, out of joy and we achieve something and we just like, oh, we liked it. That is dance. So in our life, all of us know how to dance. All of us are a dancer, because dance is a simple expression of joy, which all of us do it starting from a very, very small toddler to until the old age. We are actually dancing on a rhythm. If you see that when we are taking our steps ahead, when we walk, when we talk, when we eat, we do it in a rhythm. When we go off rhythm, something is wrong with us. We are not feeling good on that day. So we, every time, all human being is going on the rhythm. If we look at the nature, even when the tides are coming, even when the bridge is glowing, the how the leaves move their themselves, that is also in a rhythm. It's happening. So if we see in the whole world is in a rhythm, and we are the dancers in there. Yes. Now, if I say that you want to be exponent in the dance, you want to learn the critical part of the dance, then you have to follow your passion and you have to start learning many other steps of it, which we have gone through because we wanted to. But in a like general sense, I will say that dance is for everyone. We are already dancing. We don't have to make ourselves special to be a dancer. We are there already. So that is dance for us.
That is really nice explanation given to our viewers and me also. So viewers, I know that you must be waiting for her clipping of dance. So let us all watch.
Sure.
Wow, that was such a graceful dance, ma'am.
Thank you.
So, I mean, after seeing the video, I just wanted to ask, like, yoga and meditation, does it have any effect on Kathak? As you know, it's a popular concept all over the world now.
Yes, it does. Yoga has a big impact on Kathak, or I would say that Kathak and yoga is greatly related with each other. So if you see in Kathak, we have, of course, we have rhythm in the dance. So when we are moving, when we are stomping, when we are spinning, we have a certain breathing pattern. The dance is coming up again. Yeah, I can see.
So,
So in those,
yeah. So, how about spirituality? Can you tell us something in the words? You know, spirituality also does it. All these things to go together, right?
yes, this all goes together. First, I will finish up with the yoga part, which you asked me. That when we are breathing, there is a certain pattern of breathing when we are dancing. When we are spinning, we need to have a special balance in our body to spin, to make us capable of spinning. When we do any other steps or the stretching our hand or doing some gesture, we need the proper condition of our body to do that part. So all these things, and also we have to be very mindful that what we are doing, we need to listen to the music, we need to concentrate on our expression, we need to concentrate on our body movement, and everything has to be arranged together. Then only a dance becomes a dance. So it's true for yoga also. Like when we meditate, when we do yoga, so our mind, our body, our breathing system, everything goes in a pattern, in a system, so that the whole thing combines, it is yoga. That's how the yoga affects us. So when we are doing Kathak, not only Kathak, any other dance, I would say that we are combining these three things as well. We are having our balance of the body, our structure, our posture, very strong to do that part and be ready to do that part. Our breathing system has to be very clear when we're doing it. So yes, we are actually in a way we are doing yoga. And another part is very beautiful, which it is a specialty of Kathak we have, is called Padhant. Padhant means when we speak out or we sing all the bolts. Bolts mean the compositions, small composition on the stage, on the spot. So when a dancer is dancing and she is panting, and with that they stop, they take the microphone and they speak out sing the bowl. So that is called Padhant. So by doing this Padhant, it sounds, they make it sound very easy, I would say, all the dances, but it is a very hard part because that time you are going out of breath. So you need to have a great control over your body, moreover on your own breathing system, so that you can have the Padhant, because Padhant is a singing of the bowl. So singing does mean that it has to be, audibly is very nice to hear. You cannot shout, you cannot scream, you have to be on rhythm, you have to be with expression telling something. That is Padhant. So that is also, we call it Kathak Yoga. You must have heard this word is very popular nowadays, Kathak Yoga. So it's nothing but the Padhant which we have done it years after years and we are still doing it. So yes, I would say that Kathak is very, very much related to yoga. And when we do it, we are actually doing yoga. Now coming to your second point as a spirituality. Is it connected to the spirituality? Yes, it is. Because whenever we are dancing or we are teaching or presenting this dance, so we actually go on the mythological stories. Like right now, which you saw my clipping, I was describing Lord Krishna. Like how Lord Krishna killed Kamsa, or how Lord Krishna is very playful, but at the same time he is strong. So when we are doing those things, when we are depicting these stories through our bhajan or through another story or something, we need to explain that. And before explaining, you need to understand that part. So we are all the time talking about either Lord Krishna or Lord Ganesha or Lord Shiva and connecting their stories, taking that into our life and making our students understand that what this means. So in my point of view, a dancer learns the most when she becomes a teacher. Because dancing yourself is one thing, you are a performer. I would say at times She is only a performer. But as soon as you start teaching, you have to explain every possible move, every possible thing. Especially with the mythological story, all the young students have very funny questions on that. Why Lord Krishna does that? If the stealing butter is good, stealing is not good. So with their cute question, but they have point. They have point. So now we have to go beyond that. So as a performer, I knew that okay, Krishna stole butter, and this is the story happened as a Makhan Chori. But now while teaching, I have to go beyond that and have to make them understand why this is okay, why other stealing which we do will not be okay, why the spiritually when we are saying something, why that is okay in our life to accept, why the other things might not be okay to accept in our life. So this difference when we are saying, we are going more and more depth into each of the story, each of the mythology, and each of the other acts of God, and we are making them understand. So which makes us as a teachers to get more closer to the God, and then at the same time we are taking our next generation to their path as well. And also when we perform, then more than a performance, we see that as a meditation of ours. We are doing, we are just worshiping God on the stage. So that definitely makes us very near to the spiritual feeling. So yes, Kathak is very much, in collaboration with the spirituality, with yoga, and with everything.
Yeah, very true. Everything is with spirituality. Yes. So I can see a beautiful a painting kind of thing behind you which shows Tarana Dance Academy. So how did this happen in your life? Where it all started?
Uh, After I started Tarana Dance Academy, the school, after it got registered and all, the first thing came in my mind that I need a logo. Wherever I go, I need a logo to show that this is Tarana Dance Academy and I am here. So then I started talking to my Guruji, Guru Vandana Sen, that I call her Pishi. That Pishi means aunt. That Pishi, I need something to show myself, that this is what is Tarana. And she said that, what do you think what is Tarana? I said that Tarana is a collaboration of dance, music, instrument. So these are the things which comes in my mind when I think of Tarana. So yes, maybe I'm choreographing dance part, but at the same time I'm taking different compositions, I'm working on that as well. I'm taking different music instruments, I'm working on that also. So I need a connection between all these three things, and I feel that that is what is Tarana. And of course, with the God's grace, I'm doing this. Then she said, okay, when you are saying that, how about have a painting of Bansuri, which is an instrument, Krishna, which we have the Morpang, and bells, which you can consider as Radhaji's bell, Krishna's, counterpart Radhaji's bell, or your bell, which you are dancing. So why don't you collaborate something like that and then make something? And I was amazed to hear that. I said, this never came to my mind that I can do something like that. I can exactly whatever is in my thought. She actually articulated that, and she told me that, how about this? You draw something like that. And then I had one of my parents' students' mom. She is a great artist. So I then discussed with her that, hey, I want something like this. And then Pishi has told me, so what do you think about the idea? Then she started brainstorming. Then, doing the rough work to getting approved back and forth with Guruji. Like, is it fine? Is it fine? Until she approves. It's like, until she didn't approve, I would not approve, because that is my guru and I want her to say that, yes, it is good, you can go ahead with her. And lastly, she approved this picture. She said that it's a very nice drawing and I'm really liking it and it's completely showing whatever in your mind. So go ahead with it. And that's how, since then, it became my logo. And that is the Tarana logo I came up with.
So when
Sorry, repeat it, please.
So when did it start?
Sorry,
The Tarana Academy, when did it start?
Okay. So I started it from 2005. Yeah, yeah. I started unofficially, teaching here after coming to this country. You know that working is not that easy in this country. You need to get the approval and everything before you actually start something. So I had to wait, but I was still working, not in a working mode, complete working mode, but volunteering and still keeping my passion on performing and all. But then officially started Tarana Dance Academy 2005, and then since then I'm teaching officially this school and running this school.
That's really wonderful. So, in your dance journey, was there any ups and downs which you felt, okay, now this is not for me? Sometime when you felt, was there anything like that?
In fact, that the dance is not for me, that never crossed my mind. But yes, ups and downs, everybody has it. I had it too. And the a big downfall I had when I was 19-year old, I had a very big accident, so which affected my spine a lot. So what happened was, after having that accident, so I realized that while I'm dancing, I'm not comfortable as before, and something is bothering me. So then I went to see the doctor, and doctor said that, well, the only part is that your spine is damaged enough and you cannot dance. You need to stop dancing, because they asked me to show some moves, and then they said, no, you cannot. So I did not say anything. I came back home. I talked to my parents that this is what is happening. So what do you suggest? And they were very supportive of me at all the time. They said that whatever you feel like, we will go with you. So what do you think? Then I went to a couple of more doctors, and even I go to the yoga instructor, so that, because they help immensely to fix your body, without any medication and all, hoping that if they can do something about it, and if I can go back to dance. So during that period, almost like 6 months to 7 months, I was not dancing, because I was not in a position to dance anymore. And I got very upset, and I just stopped, and I thought that really I have to leave something which is my passion, which I am. And by the time, I actually thought that I will be pursuing this one in my life, and this will be my work for the next, in my life. This is the work I'm going to do. So I was stopped, and I just thought that I really need to leave it. And in that moment, all the other things which impacted me by then, my life, it came, and I saw that everywhere it is very positivity, and I do not need to stop dancing. And I stopped telling my doctor that I am actually got back to dance. And then for a long time, he didn't know that I'm still dancing, because he was very scared for me. And he said that, nope, it is not going to get better anytime. Then I got married. I came to USA. The same thing again happened. I went back to the doctor, hoping that here it is more advanced doctors are here, which we always think that, oh, okay, USA, the more advanced doctors are here, which I found that no, in India, we have very good doctors as well. But anyway, at the time I went to them, I discussed with them. Again, they wanted to see my couple of movements, because they were not that much aware of what is Kathak. I showed them, and they're like, no, lady, you cannot dance, because your spine is, and by that time my spine got more worse. So it was getting, so right now my spine is not straight, it is tilted outside. But I thought that I'm never going to stop, because if I stop, then I would never going to come back to this one, and I cannot live a normal life without my nritya. I have to keep going to that to live my normal life. It is without that, it is not there. So then, yes, that was I would not say that I never felt that I will leave it. I was scared for a moment, but then I overcome with the positivity, and I thought, no, I am continuing. And by God's grace, by Guru's, guidance, I am still continuing it. I perform, and then, yes, it bothers me, but I know how to cope up with the pain as well. Yeah.
That's really nice. And it's such a, you overcome whatever is put front of you. That is really great. So viewers, now we'll view her next dance video. Okay, that was such a beautiful dance. So, can you tell us something about this performance?
Uh, yes, this performance I did in 2012. So there was a institute here which is called Yuva Bharati, and they usually do all the classical dance performances. So this was from Kathak and Odissi festival. They were conducting, and then there they invited us, and then I went with my group and with my guru bands, and we danced. We had a lot of fun doing it here. It was a lot of challenge because when I was dancing, all other Kathak and Odissi gurus were sitting in the audience. So it was a very different audience for me. Yeah, not all the dancers were there to watch me. The other teachers of Bay Area was there to watch me. So it was a big challenge for me. I was scared. I am smiling, but I was very scared at that time. And getting appreciation for them was a big deal for me. When they clapped, I was like, okay, I did something good. That is good. So that's all. That's the story behind this performance. So what we show our face on the stage is actually not what we are thinking at that time.
Yeah, I mean, seeing the video, I never felt even for one time that you had a curved kind of spinal cord or all these things. I mean, we can't even think until unless you tell us. So,
Yes.
so yeah, women, in their life they get so many phases where where they sacrifice, like maybe due to family, kids, or some other anything important. So, do you think women should have their own identity? What is your thoughts on this?
I think that despite of man or woman, any human being should have their identity. We cannot divide it like man should be have their identity, woman should not, or woman should have being feminine and say that no, women should have their identity more than men. No, they should have the equal identity because without our identity, we are nothing. For women, I would say that yes, what you're saying that they go through many of the phases. So these phases, like after marriage, they become a bride, then a mother, and in their career, they are the working woman. So all these are the different phases in their life. So when we combine that one, that is what makes a woman a woman. So, and that is where we make our identity. So, if you take out any of these, like if you, for me, for example, for me, if you take out my family, I will lose my identity. If you take out my dance, I will lose my identity. So, when both of them come together, that is who I am, that is where I am, that is how I have built my identity. And for a woman, it is very important to follow their passion because as an Indian woman, we know that after our marriage, our marital status changes, and we move from our own very own family or from the secure circle of security from a different place. I'm not saying that is not secure. That is, but not from your the nearest ones, loved ones. You have to go and adjust. So for Indian women, as this is a big change happens, it's very easy for us to lose our aim, we lose our goal, to lose our passion, to give up on that. There I say that no, we have to be really stand strong. You have your priorities as a mother, as whatever you do, that is a priority, and you cannot say that I won't do that. If you're working in an office, yes, you have to do that. You cannot say that no, I cannot do that. But also we have to remember we have 24 hours in a day. So if we have to prioritize our everything, we have to make all the phases fall into its own place and still having our own identity and follow our passion. Because at the end of the day, when everybody is busy and at night when you are alone, you are to yourself. You are responsible to your soul. So you have to say yourself that who you are. At that time, you are not answerable to anybody. You are not liable to anybody. You are not doing any responsibility. You are just sitting down and thinking. At that time, you should feel satisfied that who I am. For this, satisfaction is very much needed to have your life, lead your life positively and giving everybody positive attitude also. Guiding your kids in a positive way, in a right path. We women first need to have the feeling that, okay, I am somebody. So that's why I would say that yes, all this taking care of all these phases,
Feel on cloud nine, and you feel so good about.
one and say that okay, that's the one and that's not the one. You know what I mean? That it is hard because for a performer, for an artist, all the performances, either it is a very small one to big one, all of them are a challenge. All of them are very dear to them because they are showing themselves on the stage. But yes, there were two things, two places where I felt extremely happy when I'm stopping and thinking back. One is when I won the gold medal. So in 1992, I won the gold medal. It was a interstate competition. So when they announced my name, I still kind of feel that excitement, that how excited I was, how I jumped off my seat, and because I never thought that I'm going to be announced, my name is going to be announced in front of everybody, and then I will win that gold medal. So it was a very dances. I can have two dance numbers which I can do, and that was a big deal for me because she is a renowned artist. She has been dancing since ever. She's a president award winner and all. And I'm like, I'm a student only. I'm just learning from you. And she said that, you know what? I think that, okay, when I'm dancing, you can actually have two more dances after I do. So sharing the stage with her, it was a very, very big deal for me that I'm sharing the stage with a legend, with I always have praised, with whom I have worshipped in my life for my this dancing career, and that person is telling me that okay, you can share the stage with me. So it didn't matter whether it was one dance, two dance. Even if she would have told me you do half a dance, I would have done that. Definitely, I would have done that. So that was another. It was no less than winning a gold medal for me. That my Guruji has said that you can share the stage with me. So that I would say another memorable year when I had it. So I totally loved it. So these two are very, very close to my heart, and I will never forget the experience.
Yeah, yeah. Good moments you have shared with us. So, we have got to know that you have learned the Lucknow Gharana style. So, what is it, and can you explain about it more?
The Lucknow Gharana style is a style where we have very, it is in Kathak terms, it's called like we have Lasyangi movements in Lucknow Gharana style. So in all the dance, we actually can divide into two parts, Tandavangi and Lasyangi. After that, it has many subdivisions, but these are the two main divisions we have. And Lucknow Gharana is the Lasyangi side of the dance, where we show that part more than the Tandavangi part. Does it mean that it doesn't have that quality? No, it does. But I'm talking about emphasizing on more on Lasyangi. Saying that Lucknow Gharana emphasize on more expression, very graceful movements, and we have the ghazals and tumris more in our dance presentation, and the movements are very all the postures of the movements are very feminine, and yes, the men do dance that. It's not that they don't, they do. But feminine doesn't mean that it has to be like a girl. Like, yes, no, it is not. But it's a very soft movement. That's what a very soft and graceful movement it has. So that is what is Lucknow Gharana. If just, of course, it has more details. But if we just say it in one sentence, that what is Lucknow Gharana and what the simply it could be understood is that.
Okay, great. So, according to you, what quality should a dancer have, or how should one practice once they are, into dance?
Um, First of all, how they should practice, if you ask me, then dance is like any other sports. So when you are doing any other sports, as your muscles has to be ready to accept when you are going to do your final, when you're reaching to your final destination, your muscles has to be active, they should support you. You cannot do anything all of a sudden. So the same way, dance is also like that. When you're a dancer, should always keep practicing. They should have the perseverance, they should have the regularity in their dance, and then they should have the passion to carry on that one throughout their whatever the journey they are doing. So everyday practice is the best. That would I would say the best. Even if you cannot do it a lot in a day, even a half an hour practice every day makes your body a different way. Then you feel a different way that I'm really ready to do this one. Instead of like for our everyday eating, we eat every day, right? We do not skip. And we do not say that, okay, after a week, I am going to eat a lot and then I cannot skip the other eating, because our body needs that. The same way for the dancer to have their whole thing in their body, they should actually have everyday practice. Not even if one cannot spend too much on it. Minimum half an hour practice, some spins practice, some tatkar practice will keep them going. They will never stop, or whenever they will have some performance, they will not be overwhelmed that, oh my God, I have to do a lot now. My body is not ready, because if your body is not ready, you cannot do anything. And it shows on the stage that you are actually dragging yourself to do something. It does not look that graceful at all. So that's how a dancer should be all the time, like keeping the passion in their mind, have very, regular in their work and respect their work.
Yeah. So dancers, I hope you took the ma'am tips. So do you see any changes in Kathak as an art or how people are perceiving it over the years?
Kathak actually has lot of change, and it had lot of change as well. I would say that this is one of the classical dance which has gone through the most changes since eras. The very first change it came with the Hindu and Muslim interference. So when that happened, then now if you see, the Kathak is a blend of the Hindu and Muslim culture, which is a beautiful thing, I would say, and which we do not have in other dance forms. So we in Kathak, we have the Hindu style, Hindu costume, we have the Muslim costume, but one dancer in oneself, we show the Hindu culture as well as the Muslim culture. So once that boundary was opened in long back, then I would say that Kathak was never bound into the shell, to the tradition, and then it started exploring over and over many things. It explored over the years. So nowadays, if you see Kathak, and if you see the Kathak before, even 10 years, the performance style, the approach is not different. And I never would say that that is bad, because I would take that positively, because the people, the more newer generation is coming, they're thinking in a new way, they're presenting it. As long as you are not changing the base of the whole thing and changing on top, breaking the tradition, I do not mind at all. Yes, you cannot ignore few facts, which is the basic base of the Kathak. You need to have that one, and then you can go ahead and change. So Kathak has gone through many changes at all the time, and it's still going through the changes, but those are positive changes. And once it broke its shell long back, it is exploring every day some new stuff, and I am very much glad with that.
Yeah. So it's really great. And let's watch our last video clipping of ma'am dance.
Okay.
मैया मोरी मैया मोरी मैं नहीं माखन खायो रे मैया मोरी मैं नहीं माखन खायो मैया मोरी मैं नहीं माखन खायो भोर भयो गई अन के पाछे भोर भयो गई अन के पाछे तूने मधुबन मोही पठायो मधुबन मोही पठायो रे मैया मोरी मैं नहीं माखन खायो रे मैया मोरी मैं नहीं माखन खायो सूरदास प्रभु बिहसी यशोदा सूरदास प्रभु बिहसी यशोदा ले उड़ कंठ लगायो रे मैया मोरी मैं नहीं माखन खायो रे मैया मोरी मैं नहीं माखन खायो लल्ला मोरे मैं नहीं माखन खायो वो लल्ला मोरे तै नहीं माखन खायो सुन मैया मोरी मैं नहीं माखन खायो रे मैया मोरी मैं नहीं माखन खायो मैया मोरी मैं नहीं माखन खायो मैं नहीं माखन खायो मैं नहीं माखन खायो
So that was really an amazing thing to watch. So tell us about this performance, ma'am.
In this performance, what I was performing at that time is called Gadbhav. So that is a special section of Kathak where one dancer depicts the different parts, different characters. So I was depicting the character of Lord Krishna, Mother Yashoda, as well as Surdas, Kavi Surdas, who wrote this. So that it was very challenging because being a grown-up woman, acting like a kid is a challenge. So yeah, and a very funny story behind it that when my very young students, they were supposed to do the dance Maiya Modi Maine Hi Makhan Khaya. That was a dance they were doing. Sorry, I'm wrong. I was doing that one. They were doing one dance from the movie song. I'm forgetting some movie song which is like Mother Yashoda and Krishna is asking that why oh Radha kyu gori main kyu kala. That is the song they were dancing. So then they have to do the Mother Yashoda's part and Krishna's part. So before I go, I said them that okay, because they were very nervous. They were also first time they were doing that big of an expression. So I said that okay, let's take a challenge. Like whether you all, because 10 girls were dancing, you all can do that better or me alone can do better. Let's take this challenge. So that actually gave them a lot of enthu. They thought that, okay, let's take up the challenge. And they danced so beautifully. So they were right before me. I said, you guys go ahead and I will go after you. So they did that. All 10 of them tried so hard and they were so cute on the stage. Of course, they're my students. My heart melt to see them, like how beautifully they're dancing. But then I remembered that, okay, I was challenged. So I remember when I did this dance, of course, to more like to show my students like how you do the Gadva, actual Gadva. When I came out of the stage, all those 10 girls came running to me and then they hugged me so tight, all the tiny ones, and then said that, Auntie, you won the challenge. And I started laughing so much that it was such a cute incident, because when your students are saying, accepting what you're doing, and when they're praising you, I think that is the best you have in your life as a teacher. you want to see yourself through your student's eye. And they said, Auntie, you won the challenge. So there's a very cute story behind it. Right after I went on the wings, what happened with me. And I loved it.
Okay, great. I mean, yeah, I think if we have a guru like you, I think all the students would enjoy and learn so much. So viewers, yeah, this is the special show we had today on account of Guru Purnima. So, ma'am, would you like to speak a few words with our viewers?
Sorry, the sound is cutting off. Yes.
Yes. Can you speak a few words before we end the show with our viewers?
Oh, okay. So I would again say that, thank you for calling me in this auspicious occasion, Guru Purnima, which is very special to all the artists' life, where we worship our gurus, we believe in their thought, we believe in our gurus, in our teachers. And I would say to all my audience that whoever is watching this, many of you might be learning it right now. Many of you might have learned it already, but all the time be very courteous and very humble to your guru. Never forget that from where you are coming from. Never forget your base. I'm fortunate that my guru is with me still now. For many of you, maybe your guru is not with you. Maybe you are not in connection with them. But remember that whatever you are right now, that is coming from somewhere. And that base we cannot forget. We always have to take them, and we have to always feel their blessing in our life. We always have to feel that even if they are not in front of us at all the time, they are actually, wherever they are, their blessings are coming to us, because a teacher always wants their students to go ahead. And actually they want them to go ahead of them. Whatever they did, maybe I have done only so much. So I would like my student to go 2 steps more and do more for me. So that is when I will be proven as a successful teacher or a successful performer, that, okay, my students are actually doing it. So they are my pride. So I would say that always have that. And in this Guru Purnima, definitely send your pranam to all the gurus. I send my pranam to all my gurus. And thank you for working with me. Thank you for teaching me. And thank you for helping me to be what I am today and what I'm doing. I'm very grateful to you guys.
Thank you so much. So guys, for today, but surely we'll meet in our next live show. Thank you. Keep watching S-Cube TV.